Welcome to Ohio Wine TV. I'm your host, David McCrary, and I'm excited. I'm about to have breakfast at none other than Bob Evans Homestead, where it all began. Here's Bob and Jewel Evans right here, as a matter of fact. I'm honored to be in their presence. Listen, a great place around here. This was built in 1820, and like I said, that was the beginning of it all. Everybody knows Bob Evans. Everybody loves Bob Evans. A great place to be, come hang out, just enjoy the countryside. A lot of great things to see around here. The place that we're going to first, the very first winery, the building that they're in was built by the Amish and owned by Bob Evans. And then the Mary Family Winery took it over and turned it into their winery. It was originally a working grist mill. So I'm kind of excited about that. I'm excited to get out of this seat right now because this is freaking me out just a bit. We are at Mary Family Winery in a fantastic building, and I'm standing here with Lisa Mary. I love this place.
Oh, it's a wonderful building, thank you. Built in 1984 by Amish craftsmen.
Okay.
Without any power tools.
Really?
Yes.
Well, it's a great building to try some great wines. What do we have here?
Absolutely. We have a Blackberry Merlot, which is one of our local favorites and one of our best sellers. But the one I really want you to sample is the Liberty Apple.
Okay.
Made with apples from Richard's Brothers Orchard.
Is that nearby?
Yes, just
Okay.
a few minutes from here in Jackson County, Ohio. It's delicious.
Oh, let's try it.
Okay.
And I hear on Saturday nights you do like steak grill outs.
We do on select Saturdays throughout the summer, and we generally have local live entertainment.
All right, this smells great. I really like that. Great wine in a great building. 1984. This thing was built in 1984. No power tools. It's just a fantastic building. And just this area just speaks heritage. We've got a gazebo out back here, a great patio that just overlooks what is very Little House on the Prairie-ish. I actually saw Laura Ingalls running down the hill earlier. So you got to get out here. Below are more resources. Click on the resources, learn more about Mary Family Winery, and get out here because this is a great place. But we've got more tasting to do today. Look at what I'm doing. I am feeding a giraffe right now. Have you ever done that before? No, probably not. Okay. This is awesome. You could feed a giraffe if you come to the wilds in Cumberland. Well worth the trip. There are all kinds of animals here. We've passed rhinoceros, right next to the vehicle. It's a good place to come out and hang out. The view is spectacular. And speaking of a great view, the next winery we're gonna hit, Terracotta Vineyards. Great view. Let's go check it out now after she's full. If you're interested in a view, we've got that, but how about a little wine to go along with it? I'm here at Terracotta Vineyards with Paul Roberts. Paul, great meeting you.
Nice meeting you.
This is a fantastic view.
Yes, it is.
That is just...
It's awesome.
Let's talk about cookouts. You have cookouts?
Yeah, we do cookouts in the summertime, and it's by reservation, and we also will do private parties for groups that wants to do a cookout. Okay. And also once a month we have a chef that comes out and does what we call Chef in the Vineyard, and he prepares a 5-course meal, and it's nice air-conditioned room. And,
okay.
Yep.
Cool. And you got some great wine to go along with it? Award-winning wine? What do we have here? What are we tasting today?
Save-All. It's come from our own vintage, our own vineyards, and it got a bronze medal at the High Wine competition this year.
All right. This year?
Yes. It's last year's grapes.
Well, that's very good. It's very light.
Yes, it's not overpowering.
Yeah, I like that. That's delicious. And what if, in a 5-course meal, what would this wine go best with?
Well, the chicken, he does chicken quite often. Okay. And it just so happens that this Saturday he's doing king crab legs.
So we have some fancy, we're talking fancy stuff.
Yes. Then in the fall of the year, he's going to do lobster tail.
Oh, that's awesome. You got to get out here for this. And of course, at the bottom, we've got resources so you can get all the information on Terracotta Vineyards. Get here. This is great. This view is amazing. I'm just ignore the camera and we'll just look out this way and finish this fantastic wine. We are at the Longaberger Homestead. I'm in a basket, actual size, hand basket. I'm just a small guy. Listen, lots of great stuff to do here. We got the Homestead shop back there. Haven't been in there yet, gonna run in. I'm sure there's all kinds of things to buy, especially the baskets. I know you have a couple of these at home. Other things to do in this area, you've got Dillon State Park. Just get out and enjoy the country. Come out for a drive and enjoy the view. Speaking of view and relaxation, Stonecrest Vineyards is where we're headed next. Very relaxing and some great wine. Let's go there now. Help me out. I could sit and listen to that all day. You know what? I couldn't sit and listen to it all day because about 15 minutes in, I'd be asleep. Very relaxing. We are in Frazeysburg at Stonecrest Winery. How you doing, Mike?
Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice meeting you. So is this place fairly new?
It's 3 years old.
Okay.
We probably have a new wine out every year,
All right.
2 to 3 sometimes. One of our best-selling wines is our Redstone,
Okay.
which is a Concord wine.
Mhm.
We have a lot of sweet wines here, but we also have wines that are drier for people that have been, more into wines.
Right.
But we like to think that our wines are easy drinking wines. They're wines that you don't have to learn to love.
Okay.
So if you'd like, we can.
We're gonna try your best seller, right?
Absolutely.
The Bluestone.
Bluestone.
How about one to the Bluestone? Let's give this a shot. Blueberry and grape. I taste that.
A lot of layers of flavor in there. You might
is.
even get a little bit of a spiciness to it.
Yeah, a little bit, and I love it. My palate is growing. I'm turning into a dry guy, but my heart still belongs to the sweet wine, and that is fantastic, Mike. As many places as you sell this, I think the best place to enjoy your wine is right here. I mean, great view, that waterfall. I would suggest putting in hammocks, having people come out, drink your wine, and then nap right next to the waterfall. We are in Cadiz, which is just about 30 miles west of the Ohio-West Virginia border. A lot of boating opportunities in this area. There's a great lake. We're near Mount Pleasant. A lot of history there. The Underground Railroad went through there. And we're just down the road from Adena, which is the home of Black Sheep Vineyard. A great vineyard that I'm excited to check out, fairly new. And there's something else about Cadiz that I can't remember. It's gonna drive me crazy, but I have no idea. Something about Cadiz that was, what was it? I am standing in a barn that was built in 1928, and then in 2005, roughly, it began being refurbished by John and Becky Black, owners of Black Sheep Vineyard. This is a nice place. I like this.
It's been kind of a labor of love.
Nice. And one of the wines we're tasting today is Hair of the Dog.
Correct.
Tell me about this wine.
This is kind of our middle of the road red. It's Hair of the Dog, and it's a blend of Deschanach, Foch, and a little bit of Frontenac. And it's an old drinker's term. You need a little hair of the dog that bit you. Sometimes I tell people that we were going to name this wine something fancy like Blanc de Le Blanc or something like that.
Uh-huh.
We had a little accident with the dog, so now we just call it Hair of the Dog.
Speaking of dogs, you've got some huge dogs running around here.
They're basically friends of everybody that comes, their show. When people come, they where are your dogs, where are your dogs.
Right.
But we got them from a vineyard. People ask what kind they are. We don't know for sure.
don't know.
They're vineyard dogs.
Okay. Well, let's try this. I'm excited to try the Hair of the Dog. Now, is this your favorite?
I don't bottle anything I don't like.
That is, it's not it's not sweet, but it's not dry. And, well, like you said, middle of the road. And now you told me that there's a little bit of everything for everybody here.
We spread our wines out. We have 8 different wines, but we spread them out a little bit in sweetness, so hopefully somebody can find something they like.
I really like that. This has been a great day. Guys, thank you very much for having us. Get out to Black Sheep Vineyards. It's kind of small, and you guys had talked about it. You're ready to move into the next big phase. So this is the beginning. Get out here and support these folks because this is a beautiful place, a beautiful setting. The dogs are great. These folks, John and Becky, are just outstanding. So here's to you and Great Ohio Wine.